This is my Walter Sear story. Back in it was early 2000s. I was at Sigma Sound 2004, 2005, around there, and we were redesigning the A room. And I had just come from Angel Mountain, and we had done all their studios up there in 5.1 surround. So we had the three speakers in front of us, the two at 120 degrees behind us, and the subwoofer. And the question came up, and I was on some forum. I don't know if it was Gear Sluts or something else, and I was just discussing. I was putting a question out there: where do people prefer the window to be in the studio in relationship to the console? In other words, should the window be right in front of the console, even if you have a 5.1 system set up? It's a little difficult, but you can do it. You put the center speaker above the window and point it down. Or do you put it on the sides like we had it at Angel Mountain? We had these big plate glass windows on each side, and then when we were mixing, uh, we would close these heavy curtains just for the acoustics, and then we would open them up when we were tracking. And I put that question out there, and I was at Sigma, and I was at the studio manager, and we were running the pro audio department there, and the phone rang one day, and it was Walter Sear. I don't know him, but he wanted to talk to me about this, and I thought that was interesting. He was really just soft spoken, elderly man, and he said, I wanted to talk to you about this because it's a very interesting point you bring up, and we talked for a long time about the pros and cons of having the window on the sides and having the windows in the front. And at the end of the conversation, the whole thing came down to, it all depends what you're trying to do. And it was very interesting because I don't think I would ever have gotten a call from Walter Sears being, at a music store. But just being the studio manager at Sigma, I would get calls from people that I didn't know but wanted to talk to me. I got a call from Paul Wolf from API. Well, he used to be at API, and he was doing Tone Lux, and he talked my ear off. He told me all things that he was doing and how he was making things and what it was costing him, and it was interesting. But the Walter Sears things was really interesting. And then I looked into his background. I go, oh my God! I mean, he had kind of one of the highly regarded recording studios in New York City. And I mean, the who's who recorded there, Steely Dan and David Bowie and Paul McCartney, and the gear that was in there was like the best of the best. I mean, the first Avalon mic pre's, I think they were the E55s or E5s. They were sent to Walter Sear, and he loved them. And he said there wasn't anything he heard that was as good as that. And he bought more than a few of those things. But I'll put the link to his studio because he passed away in 2010. He was 80 years old. So I talked to him when he was, I guess, around 70 or so, or 72. But really nice man to talk to, and very knowledgeable. So there's my Walter Sear story. So check out his link. The website is an old website, but if you look at go and Google his name and just say, show me images, you can see some really nice shots of his studio. I'll put some pictures in the background of him and the studio so you can see them. So there you go.